What would you build for the person you love most? A letter? A song? A memory? More than 300 years ago, one emperor answered that question with marble. But before the Taj Mahal became a symbol of love, before millions of people came to see its beauty, before it became history, it began with two hearts inside the royal world of the Mughal Empire. This is the story of Shah Jahan and Mumtaz Mahal. A prince, a queen, and a love that would one day become the Taj Mahal. The Mughal Empire was a world of power, beauty, and ambition. Inside its palaces, decisions were made that shaped kingdoms. In its gardens, poetry, art, and music filled the air. And in its courts, princes were raised not just to live, but to rule. Among those princes was Prince Khurram, the man who would later become Emperor Shah Jahan. He was born into royalty. He was trained for leadership. He was surrounded by wealth, discipline, and expectation. But even in a palace full of jewels, sometimes one person shines brighter than everything else. Prince Khurram was not an ordinary young man. He belonged to one of the most powerful families in the world. His future was already being shaped by politics, duty, and empire. But behind the royal title, behind the power, behind the palace walls, there was still a human heart. A heart that could love. A heart that could break. A heart that would one day carry a pain so deep that it would become a monument. And that heart changed when he met Arjuman Bonu Begum. Arjuman Bonu Begum was the woman history would remember as Mumtaz Mahal. Her name would later mean something precious, something chosen, something beloved. She was known for her beauty, but her story was never only about beauty. She carried grace. She carried dignity. And she became deeply loved by the prince who would one day rule the empire. Their first meeting is remembered like a scene from a royal dream. A young prince. A graceful woman. A world of silk, jewels, and quiet glances. Some love stories begin with loud promises. Some begin with dramatic words. But some begin silently, with one moment that refuses to leave the heart. Shah Jahan and Mumtaz Mahal were married in 1612. From that moment, she became more than his wife. She became his companion, his trusted presence, his emotional home. In a world full of politics and war, Mumtaz became the person he turned to. She traveled with him. She stood beside him. She shared his private world in a way few others could. To the empire, she was an empress. To history, she became the woman behind the Taj Mahal. But to Shah Jahan, she was the person he could not imagine losing. For years, their love lived inside palaces, gardens, journeys, and royal life. Together, they would have 14 children. But every love story has a turning point. And for Shah Jahan and Mumtaz, that moment came far from the beauty of Agra. It came in Burhanpur. During a military campaign. During the birth of their 14th child. The love that once filled a palace was about to enter its darkest night. In the next episode, we see the tragedy that broke Shah Jahan, and the promise that would one day build the Taj Mahal.